Welcome to Future Ready Live, where we talk about topics that will help CPAs, CGMAs, finance and accounting pros prepare for change and transformation. Today, we're going to discuss a unique opportunity to support the accounting talent pipeline, and that has never been a better time to be a controller. Joining me is Neil Brown, Executive Director of the Controllers Council, and also Lindy Antonelli, a partner at a top 20 CPA firm, Armanino, the technology practice, and she's also the board chair for the Controllers Council. Controllers Council is a national member association and community of more than 100,000 controllers, CFOs, corporate accounting, and finance professionals, many that are CPAs. Controllers Council is focused on career development, best practice resources for these top accounting and finance executives. Controllers Council also contributes to the AICPA Foundation CPA exam scholarship through their Controllers for a Cause scholarship fund. This fund aims to improve the CPA shortage and build awareness of the amazing career opportunities available to CPAs in the corporate field. The scholarship enhances the foundation's ability to financially support CPA exam candidates with the cost associated with taking the CPA exam, including fees and preparatory courses. Neil and Lindy, say hello to our audience.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for having us, Tom.
Yes.
It's great.
Good morning.
Great to have you. Yeah. So, all right. So let's start. I'm going to start with you, Lindy. Tell the audience a little bit more about the Controllers Council and the work that you do.
Great. Thanks, Tom. As mentioned, Controllers Council is a member association and community of corporate controllers, CFOs, and related executives. Controllers Council has a national career center where we offer continuing professional education, CPE, for CPAs. We also publish strategic research studies, white papers, and webcast panels on trending topics. We produce the Controller of the Year awards as well, and the Controller CFO Insights interview series. In sum, a lot of really very specialized content for our membership. But our bigger purpose, our mission, is to tell the world about the amazing CPA career opportunities in both public and corporate accounting, which is our Controllers for a Cause CPA Scholarship Fund and Program.
So, Neil, very many congratulations on Controllers for a Cause. Tell us more about the initiative and its objectives, and why are you so passionate about this?
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Controllers Council partnered with AICPA Foundation to launch the Controllers for a Cause CPA Scholarship Fund and Program, focused on reversing the CPA shortage by raising funds for CPA students, and importantly, building awareness about CPA career opportunities, as a high percentage of controllers are CPAs. And the CPA with public accounting experience is a roadmap for fast-track career success, financial success, without a glass ceiling for women and minorities. Controllers Council donates 20% of all of our membership dues to the Controllers for a Cause CPA Scholarship Fund, and is asking our members and sponsors to donate as well.
This is truly exciting. So, for sure, we recognize the pipeline challenge. It's one of the top issues we've been dealing with now for the last couple of years. And the work and recommendations of our National Pipeline Advisory Group, and the most recent, the Pipeline Pledge. I took mine, by the way. There's also a fascinating article in the September Journal of Accountancy on rewriting accounting's employment narrative. What has been the early take-up of Controllers for a Cause?
Well, Tom, I'm pleased to say on August 27, the Wall Street Journal ran our Controllers for a Cause public service ad, and our website has hit new records, website traffic. We're in the process of tallying donations, and we'll continue to get public service ads placed to get the word out.
That is so awesome. I see the Controllers Council also recently produced a talent study for 2024. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of that report, Neil?
You bet. The Controllers Council publishes an annual corporate finance and accounting talent study, along with many other research studies. It's interesting to measure the delta or change in talent metrics with the pandemic and the Great Resignation behind us, and a shift from an employee's market to an employer's market, with return to office or RTO initiatives gaining momentum.
Now, the report feels positive in a sense that 32% of the respondents want to increase staff, with 64% maintaining staff levels. What's the story here, and how does that report recommend in the way of overcoming these hiring challenges? Lindy.
Yeah, I'll take that one, Tom. Thanks. Well, I actually moderated the 2024 Finance and Accounting Talent Study webcast panel for Controllers Council. And yes, 32 of our respondents are increasing their finance and accounting staff, 64 maintaining, only 4% were decreasing staff, reinforcing strong demand for accounting talent, likely due to CPA and accountant shortages.
Yeah, and we're hearing that anecdotally in our future finance meetings and all those other areas. So we're all on that exact same page. This is good stuff. I see that 60% of the respondents still find it difficult to find and retain finance and accounting talent. I also see a significant increase in the difficulty recruiting for controllers positions. The report highlights the need for innovative recruitment and retention strategies. What are you seeing from your members in this regard?
Yeah, hiring does remain challenging year over year. And again, because of the shortage, which is also, it's causing an increase in salaries. The controllers and assistant controllers were ranked the most challenging to recruit among all titles and roles in our talent study. At Armanino, we also work closely with CPAs and controllers and assistant controllers, and I see it in my daily work as well.
Yeah, and one thing I'll point out is that we also have a new apprenticeship program. Actually, it's about 3 years old, but it's the very first apprenticeship program for finance and accounting. It goes to it's registered with the U.S. Department of Labor. We've piloted it in 3 states: Maryland, Florida, and California, and we're looking at expanding more. But that allows even coming out of high school potentially, but literally you can look at alternate career paths, career shifters, military, even back to work retired people and other disciplines that don't require a full accounting degree program, but you can move in there to get a certificate as a finance business partner and ultimately earn the Chartered Global Management Accountant designation. So that's another new avenue to open up this talent pipeline more. So Lindy, talk a little bit more about some of these hiring challenges as you look at this.
Well, I mean, we see it in our business as well. We have to hire CPAs for our audit and tax practices. So we're actually getting into college campus recruiting. We're doing externships, which may be similar to your apprentice program. So we're doing externships mainly when they're in college, not so much high school, but allowing them to spend their winter break shadowing us and learning, so that year over year we can build our pipeline for our internships, which then build our pipeline for our entry level.
Yep. Yeah. And the apprenticeship works. It's a earn while you learn. And it actually offers college credit in addition to the experience on the job, but they directly apply the learning that they're doing to their jobs in that career movement. So it's adopted from all the trades that have been very successful with apprenticeships for years. So Neil, talk a little bit about the benefits and perks of how this highly trained development opportunities rate.
No question, benefits and perks are very important to both finance and accounting recruitment as well as retention. Also competitive salaries, company culture, and employee engagement rank up their hybrid and remote work environments, rank, and as well as training and development, all ranking as important.
So now let's kind of get to the wrap up of all that. This is fantastic. I love all the work that you guys are doing. So the latest research, and quite frankly, a lot of our colleagues at AICPA suggests that controllership work is changing very fast into a much more strategic role. And the work of our Future Finance Group and also suggests that there's never been a better time to be a controller. Do you share that view, and why?
Well, I very much do share that view, and I will state that the controller is the hottest job in business today, hotter than AI analysts even. So in the business end of it. So I talked to a lot of controllers and CFOs throughout the days, the weeks, and I witnessed firsthand that controllers are in high demand, commanding significant pay increases. And another interesting trend, controllers are frequently being promoted to CFO, and CFOs are frequently being promoted to CEOs as corporate finance and accounting rise in importance in the organization. So I will state that the controllership is the roadmap to the C-suite, most often starting with a CPA and public accounting experience. And then if you make that move to corporate, it is just golden to get to the C-suite.
And I will have to add our CGMA as a companion to that. In fact, we're starting to see many CPAs in companies we're working with, when they see the apprenticeship program, they look at the strategic level and suddenly they want to take that. It's not any accounting, it's all strategy, digital, risk, etc. But that's another angle there. So we're starting to see that as an emerging new category in the market along with the CPA. So thank you both for doing this. Any final recommendations for our audience?
Yeah, I've got one. I'm a CPA. I started in audit right after college. And, I would just say, tell your children and really every student out there that that have math skills to pursue the CPA and public accounting route in college. Learn early, learn often about it. I know we have STEM in the grade schools and junior highs and high schools now, but, I said STEM really should include accounting and become STEAM. I know the A is standing for arts, but I was turning it into accounting for STEAM. So let's STEAM up accounting.
Love that. So Linda, you'll be glad to know that we actually have made a lot of progress. So we are having accounting added to the STEM curriculum. It's now official. We have a bill in Congress to make it even more official, but we're working with the Department of Homeland Security and the CISA, which then classifies what goes into STEM. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get the A. That is reserved for the arts, but we have the accounting built into the T. So in the technology part, they've added accounting, and that's moving pretty rapidly, both in the high school as well as colleges, and then that will leak down into the grade school. So that's a big part that came out of our pipeline work in the last year. So that's kind of breaking news for our audience out there. And so I want to say, Neil and Lindy, thank you both for coming on here and giving us this nice inspiration about all the work that you're doing. And I want to tell you a couple of takeaways from me. The great work that the Controllers for a Cause is doing, that's cool. And obviously combine that with our pipeline pledge, we can all do a bit to make this career even better. And to your point, it's never been a better time to be a controller. So carve out a great career and demonstrate significant business value on your way to the CEO suite, right? That is the very cool thing about this. So we're going to, for more with Neil and Lindy, you can follow them on LinkedIn. It's Neil M. Brown and Lindy Antonelli. And then the Controllers Council website, and we're going to drop these inside the comments as we're going here. Controllers Council website is controllerscouncil.org, O-R-G, and our AICPA Foundation, we'll put a link for that in there as well. So thank you for joining me, and don't miss our other Future Ready Live sessions back here on LinkedIn on the first and third Tuesday of each month at noon Eastern. See you then. And again, thank you, Neil and Lindy.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you, AICPA. Thank you. Have a great day. All right.